I'm not a traitor.
Well, someone relayed our location to the Scarrans after we left.
Someone else.
Have you signaled to anyone that we're here?
Signal. I'm trying to get away.
From a scattering weapon.
So, we use that trick all the time.
Look, Missy New Eyes, my dealings with the Scarrans are purely financial.
You're the reinforcements.
Welcome, Rigel. Keeping an eye.
Looks like Kiss was your opening act.
Well, I'm in the wrong band.
Report. 6 of our troops, 2 trained Eidolons, 4 others who refused to bear arms. The diagnosis, minimal munitions.
At least the Scarrans don't know we're here.
John?
Doc! Your water just broke.
She didn't even
It's a baby's coming.
feel it.
Doc! Big baby, that's good.
The timing isn't.
Considering the amount of firepower it takes to drop a single Scarran, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble later.
We should disassemble the weaker munitions, make our own shock grenades.
Still a soldier.
Arts and crafts. She's gonna be a great mom.
Scarrans! Take cover!
Small arms, a lot of weaponry.
Okay, everyone, help me close up this door!
The structure is surrounded and primed for takeover.
It really didn't take them long to get there, did it?
When we attack, the Peacekeeper female is to be left for me.
Hey, I just spoke to pilot. Said he won't be ready till dawn.
So at least a couple of irons.
This is crazy how they do this. Did it work?
Yonder Lars knowledge lies within me.
This woman could chew her own arm off. What is going on? Oh, no. Hable diagnosis glaze. What the hell's he saying?
The baby's turned round in a bad way.
Oh.
Tangled in the cord.
Breach must manipulate
You can fix it, right?
expert.
Hemp, need your help. Stay down.
We're way outnumbered.
Yeah, well, our number's about to grow by 1. Can you help,
Oh,
Aaron?
man.
The baby is breached.
I can't move a gnarl. A distraction and a break. Some make it, some don't.
Well, we've got to stay. We've got no choice. Pilot isn't ready.
You heard the man batten down the hatches. We stay and defend.
God, it's like a siege. She is not listening.
Cooperative. Twist it up. She's Aaron. I need you.
I'm here, baby. I'm
I
here.
need you to reload my weapon. If she keeps firing that past my head, I quit. Fine. Listen, if she doesn't stay still, I can't do this.
One of our empty troop vessels is under attack. Comms went silent after an initial transmission burst.
We have others, ignore it. How long before your engineers are ready here?
Moments, Minister.
Sakosu, I have something for you to do. How long until first light here?
Another on at most.
And that's when we can leave with Moya.
Pilot, where are you?
I am here, Commander.
Yeah, and when are you gonna be here?
Preparations are almost complete. Perhaps in an hour.
Hopefully we'll be there.
I've never met a spy more resourceful nor tenacious.
Scattered comms device.
How long have you known?
Long enough for you to service my desires.
Come
Let's
here.
take your pain.
I want you to marry us.
What?
Jothy,
Father, I don't think we're gonna be able to get to you.
come on. We're gonna make it to Moore. It's gonna have to be further away from the battle.
Can you get past the scaring lines?
Yeah, we got a chance.
Push!
Has he cut her trousers open? She had the baby through her trousers. That's a big baby.
Can you do me a favor?
You name it.
Can you get us out of here?
Done.
Please don't walk backwards.
Cheers!
That was a good headbutt. Bloody hell.
I'm fine.
Can you make it?
Hurry up! Dargo, hurry up! Geek, come on. Come on.
Someone's gonna stay here. May as well be me.
No way. We'll fix you up.
We have to go.
You'll be fine.
It's not running clear.
Those guards will be here before Moyer is. I'll stay. You go. It's gonna get ugly here soon. You better get going.
Does he give him
You're the
Winona?
closest friend I have.
You could have done better.
Nowhere in the universe.
The DRDs built it to your specifications.
What changed your mind?
Not what.
Who? It's operational.
As far as I can discern.
This will make a wormhole weapon, yes? You want to see it? The thing you've been chasing my ass all over the universe for. Beg. I beg you. It's not good enough to say please. Please.
This is one of the most tense things I've ever experienced.
Pilot, are my comms open? It's time for a birth announcement.
Comms are open, Commander.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen, and all ships at sea. If you look out your front window, you will see, by special request, your very own wormhole weapon.
Holy balls.
We have tried to retreat from the wormhole, but are unable to escape.
Oh, I know, Pilot.
Nobody can escape.
Our destinies are no longer in our own hands.
I will agree to a settlement.
How much time have we
The
got?
Eidolons participate. A real peace.
Agreed.
Stop this thing.
God, how do we reverse that? Does he just have to think it and it happens, or what? Did he take it all back?
John?
Someone help me! Wake up! Wake up!
You did it, John. There's no more dying. You know, it's strange. It almost took me losing this little one to fully understand motherhood. Here we go. But no matter how wonderful this is, I will not accept it as a trade-off for losing you.
Again. Apparently it's a magic baby.
Your father and I want you to have a name that means courage and strength. So we have chosen Dargo, son Crichton.
Come here. Your mother was right.
Your mother is always right.
Get used to that. You ready? This is your playground.
First off, I'm like, so shocked that I was able to sit for like the full 3 hours and watch this. This was one hell of an experience, and I don't think I've been as tense and kind of sad and happy all at once that often watching this. The gamut of emotions that I went through was staggering. To see that, you know, Rigel was able to collect all of the crystals from the bottom of the water so that we could reconstruct John and Aaron was amazing. But then knowing that in doing so, he actually ended up with the baby inside of him instead of it in Aaron. So he had to carry the baby for like the first quarter of the term, and then the baby had to be transferred back to Aaron so obviously she could give birth. But obviously you've got all this going on, and then you've got this escalating war between the Scarrans and the Peacekeepers. John's trying to kind of broker a way to kind of try and create peace again, and in doing so he had to go see who he called Einstein to get him to unlock the knowledge so that he could create a machine to then create a wormhole weapon, which basically was going to pull everything in. One of my favourite things about this was seeing Jewel again. I was so happy to see her, because when Jewel left, I was actually a lot more upset about it than I thought I would be. But then to get her that small amount of time in this, for her to then just die, I was actually really sad that they never expanded upon her kind of friendship and relationship with Dargo. It seemed to kind of just be, she's became native, she's now kind of with these people, she wants to stay here, she's gone totally native, which, you know, she's passionate about it, which was brilliant. For her to then say she couldn't leave because she needed to be there, that was her place, that's where she felt like she belonged. For her then to die was actually quite devastating to see, because I really liked Jewel by the time that she left. Seeing Stark like taken on the knowledge from that gentleman who was then was killed by Aknar, and he was getting through like to the point where he was kind of brokering that peace, but then obviously he died, so the only way to preserve that knowledge was to put it into Stark, and it kind of sent Stark a little bit, you know, back to how he used to be when we first met him. He wasn't quite fully in control of everything, and seeing him finally giving it to the lady that we'd met on the water planet, and then she could then educate everybody else, was really cool. I loved Stark during this. I love Stark anyway. What made me quite sad is like he went off to find out why he kept hearing Zan's voice, but then that was never ever followed up upon again, and that makes me really sad, because I mean they could have done something in this where we at least maybe heard Zan, or John saw her when he possibly had a vision, because obviously they shared unity, or maybe even, you know, she just appeared in some form. That would have made this so much more amazing for me. I probably would have like cried like an idiot for seeing her, but I would have just loved it. The worst thing about this was Dargo, and, you know, seeing Dargo basically sacrifice himself so that everybody else could get away was just, you know, that the most Dargo thing to do. Like, Chiana's grief over that was just understandable as well. But the fact that in the end she went to Hyneria with Rigel, I'm assuming Rigel finally got to go home and Chiana went with him. Not quite sure, probably Joffrey probably just continued on doing what he was doing, like in command of like ships and things with the Luxon army. And then Stark leaving, but we don't even know where Stark was going. He was just kind of like, until we meet again. And to see that he said he'd found inner peace, and then when he took his mask off, it was like it had healed. So it wasn't just like an inner peace, it was kind of like, you know, he'd healed on the outside as well. And, you know, the symbolism of that I just thought was brilliant. And then seeing that, you know, John using this machine, and then, you know, Einstein then taking back that knowledge, it was kind of like show them what this weapon can do to get that peace, and then no one can ever do it again, I guess. So like removing that knowledge from him obviously put him in like this coma, this catatonic state, and seeing that it was the baby that kind of brought him out of that was quite sweet. And them naming the baby Dargo was just lovely as well. And Pilot throughout this, just the voice was different. I think it was the same actor that voiced him. It was just, you know, the way they kind of manipulated it sounded a lot different than in the series, which kind of took me back a little bit. It took me a little bit of time to get used to that. But I'm just going to miss these guys so much, like to the point where I feel like I'll probably end up, in a sense, grieving for a while because of the end of this, because I have just adored every single second of this programme, and I really wish it never ended, but here we are. So I'm going to sign off and say thank you, and I will see you guys later, so thank you.